Hi guys, I'm Sneaky and I play 80k for Cloud9, and today I'm going to show you guys how to play Jinx. So starting off with runes and masteries, I go with 4% lifesteal for runes and 1% crit. The 1% crit is pretty necessary. It almost always procs early game, so it's just a huge burst of damage that nobody expects, and 4% lifesteal is now standard for all ADs, so you pretty much have just enough AD to last it, and you get lots of sustain with the Dorn's Blade start. And now masteries, I go 21-9, so 21 offense and 9 defense. I get the Summoner's Resolve, which helps with the barrier that 90% of the time in the roam, and I get Butcher and Destruction, which both help in last hitting and pushing towers faster, and they're more effective than Havoc and Cooldown and stuff. And I get defensive stats instead of the mana regen and utility, because I would rather trade well better and trade better earlier, and then actually just have to worry about controlling my abilities better rather than just spamming them and hoping the regen would make up for it. So Jinx is a really strong early game champion. With her minigun, you actually start that level 1. You start auto-attacking creeps and start to push lane really fast, which almost guarantees you to hit level 2 first, as long as your lane partner helps out. And then you can basically force that level 2 advantage onto anybody, where if you land your W on anyone, then they're going to die if they don't do anything about it. Other than that, she has a immobilize with her E, and it's really disruptive and it's instant cast, so if a gank is coming along, you can just throw that to stop them out. And the W is really strong poke, zap, whatever it's called. The ultimate is a really long range snipe that executes people, so the lower they are, the more damage it does, and it's infinite range, so you can hit anyone on the map. That's basically it, and her passive is basically a cleanup tool, so if you ever get a kill on a tower or a champion, you can run around a lot faster. It's 150% move speed increase, so you can kill almost any enemy nearby. The starting build I would do is a Dorn's Blade start, obviously, and then I 100% time go into Bloodthirster, which I think is the best choice, because with their minigun auto attack speed increase, it pretty much makes it impossible for you to die if you're just sitting there auto-attacking with your minigun, unless there's multiple people on you, but you're going to out-sustain anybody that's ever hitting you. So if you build that into static Shiv, you're going to do insane amounts of damage and almost never be able to get killed in a 1v1 duel or anything else in a team fight. Like in a team fight, if you ever get knocked down by some sort of damage at all, you'll just heal it up really quickly. So since we have no wards, me and Lemon are pushing up, and I'm hitting my zap and poking, but Lee Sin comes to gank us, so I take the closest route out, and I flash before he's able to get his slow off on me, so I'm able to escape freely. I could have tried to get to Lemon's lantern, but I chose the path of just getting out my way, because if I ran to Lemon, then Lee Sin definitely would have hit me with his double buffs and slow, so I probably would have had to use more abilities or I would have died. At this point, me and Lemon pushed up to the tower, and we were trying to zone him off experience that's dying. So we walk up and start hitting him, the Ezreal, and then the creeps come back, so I started pushing backwards. I constantly harass him with my ranged auto attack with my rocket, so he's unable to do anything, and he has cleanse, so I knock him down to 1 life. Now I'm chasing Jenna, and she ults me back in the tower, and I get Ezreal ulted. And then I still have barrier, so I basically baited Ezreal back into killing himself. And now I get out freely with my passive. And that's pretty much a kill. I get out, and they died. And now I have enough gold for BF Sword. So at this point in the game, I'm really close to my Bloodthirster. And we've just taken Dragon, or the enemy gotten Dragon, I don't really remember which, and now they're running away. And they're all really low. And I noticed my ult is getting really close to being available. So I shoot it directly at the fountain because there was so many people low, and I got a kill on Janna for it. It could have hit anybody, and I think actually would have killed anybody, so I got Janna, luckily. It's pretty nice. Free kills, and then now I'm able to get my Bloodthirster when I back, and I'll be extremely ahead of Ezreal because he only has a tier and a Vamp Scepter, which means I can force any sort of duel on him and I'll win regardless. So a team fight breaks out near mid lane and I start to head over because I pushed out bottom. It looks really good for me. I have everything available to me and I go in, I root Riven. She's unable to do anything. I'm rocketing on attack because I don't want to get near her as much as possible. And the second she stuns me, I throw my ultimate out because it casts during a stun. And I ended up getting Lee Sin and Riven. And I flashed on Janna because I knew she didn't have her shield up and I can just kill with my rocket auto attacks and my speed boost. I get 3 kills there and I'm able to push the tower down now. So the game's now getting more into late game. They're pushing on us on our mid tower and Rammus flash taunts the Jace. And I'm just sitting there using my rocket auto attack to poke them down because I have a Shiv and a Bloodthirster. They can't do anything to stop me because they just don't have the initiate to kill me. And then Jace gets taunted again, I get a kill on him, my passive procs, I turn on my minigun, barrier, and start hitting Riven because I know she just used everything and she's unable to kill me. And now I just start hitting some creeps to get some life still back, or get some life back, and then this guy gets taunted and I kill him. This is basically a cleanup. I think we get lots of mid turrets off of it. And I think the game is pretty much over right here because we're pushing everything down now and we just won at least 2 team fights in a row and I think we're gonna get Baron as well. So at this point in the game, I have 4 items, Infinity Edge being my strongest one, and we just killed 2nd tier, top tier, and now we're pushing down the tier 3, and nobody was actually in range of me at that point, so I was just able to minigun the turret down, and now I'm minigunning the Lee Sin, and I just rocketed the Riven down, and everyone's dying. None of them actually had defensive items this game, so I did insane damage, and I just got a pentakill for free, basically. I took their inhib, or I was about to, and they surrendered. But that game was over completely. Basically, early game, you're trying to push as fast as you can to hit level 2 and force it onto them with your zap and auto attacks, and get as much farm as possible. And then when you hit 6, you can probably pick up a kill with your support, and it's really easy. Your ultimate does loads of damage, you just have to hit it. Mid game, you should have gotten a lot of farm, which will translate into at least 2 or 3 items, and that will basically give you loads of damage. So you can stay at max range with your rockets until a team fight breaks out, and then you switch to your minigun and auto attack anyone who's in range. You basically go for the closest target unless there's a high priority target directly in front of you, which you can hit with your rockets or something like that. You should flame chompers the melees to keep them off of you and flash out of anything that's going to be dangerous. And then late game, it's basically the same thing, just max range auto attacks with your rockets while staying out of range of initiation. So if there's a Jarvan nearby within 600 range of you at all, you should not be near him at all. You should make sure you're at least 1,000 range, and if you are not within 1,000 range, then you will be safe, and if you are within 1,000 range, then you're probably gonna have to have flash up or you will die to their team. So always be careful of any initiation anywhere and you'll be good. That was my Jinx guide, and you guys should check out the one on cloud9.gg, written guide sponsored by ASUS.
Here's your chance to game with your favorite player from Cloud9 or Team Solo Mid and win prizes sponsored from ASUS. Go to GameOnIncredible.com and enter today.